What's up everyone, it's Jambors, new video, and let's talk a little bit of a rant. Yes, on Sony A7V new release camera, mirrorless, full frame from Sony in the mid-range, where the competition is a little bit crazy and you're coming last as a loser, in my opinion. And yes, this will definitely create emotions because maybe you're a Sony user and that's fine. Let me say this. Those all cameras are basically nowadays the same, and the companies doesn't have anything really to add to them unless some other video features, because in photography it seems everything is accomplished, everything is done, everything really works well. It doesn't really matter if it shoots 40 frames per second in an electronic shutter or 50 or 70 or whatever. Every camera nowadays has a pre-record, house stack sensors, all the major brands from Lumix, which I'm using. You can see it, of course. But also Canon has it, Nikon has it, Sony has it, alright. The additional features are like recording to SSDs, recording internal RAW, recording open gate, and those boxes are unchecked by Sony in the camera in the price point where the rest of the cameras has all of those features. And I'm asking why. Is it an arrogance from Sony expecting that the Sony users actually will upgrade to this system instead of looking to other ones? Maybe, because when you're owning one of those systems already, you don't want to invest probably in new lenses. You don't want to reinvest also your habits and the learning curve and so on, because after all those cameras are kind of the same, right? They all have 4K, they all have all those shooting options. They have better or even better autofocus. Actually, there are no differences really. It's starting really to be about how you're holding it and then some additional functions. What if use it? Because to be really honest, I don't think most of the users are using all of the features in the cameras. I would say that very small percentage of users are using internal recording into RAW or ProRes or whatsoever, and so on and so on and so on. I think I can continue infinitely about this because, and lots of other YouTubers saying this is a little bit, okay, nice feature, but why? And I'm telling, but this is important. It's important, those little added features which maybe seem now as, I don't anyway need it, but it's good to have them, right? It's good to have those additional features because what if gives you the space to try them, use them, and maybe in professional work also really have them as tools to really help you out, which I'm, for example, talking about OpenGate, which in professional work nowadays, it's extremely useful work tool and all of it, which Canon and Lumix actually have in their cameras, and I would say also Nikon, right? Why Sony doesn't go this path, for me, actually extremely strange decision, because it should, right? And as we know, Sony's update policy, it doesn't really promise this will be added feature. And you know what, for me, what it's absolutely incredibly unbelievable that they are the last ones to go with the new body, new system, upgraded system from all of the brands, and yet they are not adding those very key features with this additional value point. And the question is, if you're a new user, why would you choose Sony over anything else, over Nikon, over Lumix, over Canon? Why would you do this? If this what if is not checked, if you compare all those things, it's not checked. And yes, it's a perfect photo shooting camera. All of them are. All of them are. Like for 3-4 years already. There is not such a crazy difference between them. As I said, better or even better autofocus. Great. Lenses are no problems in any brand nowadays, actually. So what is it? It's ergonomy. This is a subjective thing. This is not Sony, definitely the last in the lineup for me in this as ergonomic. But okay, I would say, but why would user from A4 should go to A5? Why? Like what is the reason to upgrade to this? What additional things it really has, like additional extremely important things as a hybrid shooter? And again, what it does and what it adds to the users who are actually shooting for the very first time. They want to buy the new system in this price range. Why would they should choose this? I don't really get it. I don't really get this release, but it also says one thing, that even big companies, the big tigers as Sony, was the first pioneer of full frame and basically had the market, did it, fails. And they can fail. Those brands really can fail. And it also said how competition is extremely important to push the market forward, to give you new options, and to try to be better than the other one. And some other companies, they fall asleep. It happened to Nikon. I think it happened to Panasonic. It also happened to Canon. And I think now, in the new era, actually, it might happen to Sony. And definitely A7V, it's a proof of this is going on. Even though I would say it's amazing camera. But as I said, all of them are. The additional values, it lacks. And that's it. Thank you for watching.